Coca-Cola, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Gotta love Coca-Cola. 3 hours and 39 minutes until the Japanese rocket launch. Thank you, smiley face. Thank you. Really appreciate that there. Thank you. And Cecilia, hello, welcome from Twitter. I'm almost to 500 followers. There you go, bud. It's awesome. So, we have the hurricane hunters out there. The hurricane hunters here. The hurricane hunters. We have multiple aircraft that are out. We're going to be doing some double penetration here without consent into Hurricane Beryl. Now, what we are starting to see on the meteorologist side is that most likely we're going to start to see the eye wall begin to collapse down. And that is going to recycle and replace. This could have the potential to become a Category 5 hurricane within the next 6 to 12, possibly even 18 hours. We could see this as a Category 5 strength just due to how warm this water is. Now, it's not atypical to see this. Thank you, Mad Mike. I appreciate that. It's not atypical to see eye wall replacement occur in a hurricane like this. I am going to show you that we are starting to witness what could be some developments going on in the background as well. But as of right now, our eyes are on Hurricane Beryl. Looks like we have some new GO satellites images coming on in here. Again, it says here 21 UTC, extremely dangerous Cat 4 Beryl approaching the Windward Islands, life-threatening winds and storm surge expected. They're beginning early Monday morning. So, you know, we are going to see this definitely start to show how strong she's about to become. That is one thing that we are going to see now. We do have the latest 18 Zulu on the GFS. I'm looking here. She's gonna slap here very soon. She is going to slap. I think we are gonna see this strengthen a bit though. I don't see this just dying out. I see that this could have that potential there for sure to increase here a bit. I mean, it's very virgin down there, you know. This is all untouched water, I should say. This is all untouched. That's what I'm really starting to see, is that we could definitely see a Category 5 hurricane if this was to progress. You know, this is the storms that we're having up in the New York, New Jersey area that just passed through. This is Hurricane Beryl here, and then we're also witnessing what could be some additional storms starting to come in. I'm going to look here. Yeah, I mean, long term here, I mean, we may definitely start to see this ramp occur. Really just depends, though. It really depends on how this plays through. I do know that once Beryl comes through, so once Beryl comes through and that invest comes up behind it, we're going to see a high pressure come into the coastline of the Atlantic there, you know, Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. And we're going to have a high pressure sitting there, which is really going to start churning things to the south. You know, south, basically the same path that this is taking. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. You know, it's better than having hurricanes come up into the Bahamas, for example. You know, they can come through here. Now, unfortunately, the Windward Islands are kind of like smack dab in the middle. Not really, Jazz, no. The two very different types of systems there. Now, this was the latest drop zone node from the P3 here that you guys are seeing right there. Said here that the eye wall is closed with a diameter of about 10 nautical miles. And maximum wind speeds here were roughly at about The inbound was about 123 miles per hour on that inbound. Now, we didn't get too much of an outbound, so we're gonna see and witness here most likely some new readings here very soon. Awesome. You know, long term, I do think that this is gonna obviously Jamaica is gonna get hit for the brunt of the force out of everything we're seeing. Jamaica is gonna take a big brunt of this force. However, I do think once she passes Cancun here, Cancun is right here, just for those who don't know, this is Cancun. I think that we could see this start to come into the Texas, Mexico, but it's not going to be strengthened as a hurricane at that point. Britt, thank you for the roses. Thank you, thank you. I think that we're going to see, you know, this be a tropical depression level by the time it hits, you know, if it was to hit Mexico and Texas in that area. Could it potentially be strengthened into a Category 1? Yes, but we really want to wait before we start making any calls like that because things can change. However, we do know the path is going to be going to Cancun. We do know that it is definitely inbound to Cancun. So from here to Cancun, this is the path it's taking. Hurricane Emily in 2005, it's taking the exact same path. Quite literally the exact same path as Hurricane Emily from 2005. Now, this eye wall is about to get penetrated by two aircraft at the same time, so that's going to be very interesting, you know. Imagine them in the eye wall and they look over and they're like, hey, there they are. What's up, Sid? Hello.
New flash flood warning issued.
Hello, flash flood warning. Philadelphia is under a flash flood warning. I just saw that. Lots of flash flood warning, you know, but right now, so there is another tropical storm as well. So for those who didn't know, this is the path she's going to take. Okay, this is the path that she is going to take. Now, we know this because this Invest system, they actually flew out hurricane hunters down here. There is a small tropical storm right down here. There is a tropical storm that is coming in the Mexico right there, which is why we do feel that this is taking a similar path. You know, it's going to come up. It may push a little bit more to the north, though. You know, right now she went from a 1 to a 3 to a 4. This is the question we're gonna have is from these pink lines. We may see right around here an eye wall collapse and regeneration, and depending on how it looks over here, she may re-strengthen back to that Cat 4 status, potentially even a Category 5. That's just something that we have to watch, though, and I only say that because this is still very warm water. This is very, very warm water. We very well may see that Cat 5 status, which would be one of the, I think it would be the earliest Category 5 that we've seen ever for an Atlantic hurricane. So it's going to be interesting. You guys are talking about the election and Biden, so. Supposedly Biden was at Camp David today with family, and there is some very, very credible rumors, including Bill O'Reilly, who has stated that Biden is thinking of conceding and not running for president. The issue is they could put someone in as the nominee for the Democrats, and they don't know. It would be some random Joe, you know, and anyone with a brain on their shoulders would not just vote some random person in that you have no idea what their policies are or who they are as a person, you know. So that is one issue. You know, you don't just vote for someone just to vote. You don't just do that. But we're about to have two aircraft here enter the eye wall. This is real time that you see. We have C-130 down here. We have a C-130 down here, and we also have a P-3 Orion right up there. We got our targets locked on them, and this is going to continue coming down in. Guys, tap that follow button if you're new here. Tap that follow button. So we are going to see this hurricane. The eye wall has been very interesting. You know, it's very circular right now. Last about 30-40 minutes ago, it was 10 nautical miles wide. Or I'm sorry, 12 nautical miles wide, I believe. And what's going to happen is that it's going to collapse in. It's going to collapse in, and we're thinking it could even strengthen up higher and reform a larger eye wall, which could definitely increase to a Category 5 hurricane. It's just something that does have that possibility. You guys are looking at the Hurricane Hunters live. I'm one of the few who actually show you in real time what the Hurricane Hunters do. That's why so many people follow me, is I don't hide anything. I don't try to talk stuff up, you know? So this is definitely what we're going to be seeing here. But we're going to see this start to progress closer to Cancun and everything. I want you guys to definitely know that Jamaica here, this is Jamaica. Jamaica's on that firing line. Portions of Dominican Republic are as well. I think Haiti's up here too. So this area is definitely an area of concern. You know, we're not expecting her to stay super low. We're expecting her to go up to where this green is. And we're expecting her to follow up in and hit Jamaica spot on before turning up into Cuba again. This is a repeat of 2005 with Emily. So I mean, like, this here is gonna have the densest of cloud structure. That's why you see this here. It's the thickest. It's the most heaviest, which is not abnormal to see here on that second quadrant down here, that southeast quadrant. Now, they are lining up. You guys can see them lining up here. And that's what we're going to see, is they're probably going to take the outbound, and they're going to take the inbound is what I'm thinking here. The black airplane is a WC-130J, and it flies right through the middle of the hurricane. And we also have a P-3 Orion up here. It did have rapid intensification. This thing grew from a Category 1 to a high-end Category 3 within 6 hours, 8 hours. Is now a Category 4. Okay, so they are coordinating together, it looks like. We definitely know that the P-3 is in the eye wall right now. So, latest update. P-3 is in the eye wall as we speak here. I can hear a call out coming in as well. Yeah, I can definitely hear a call out coming in. So, P3 is definitely in the eye wall right now. I am very, very curious to see what we get on this latest update. What's up, Aunt? Hello, Rio. Izzy, how are you guys? How are you guys on YouTube? Just saw you up there. How are you guys? Rio's on YouTube. Izzy's on YouTube. And Jeremiah is on YouTube as well. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. What's up, Zach? How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? So, right now, P3 is in the eye wall, and the C-130 is setting up here as well. So, we're going to see this here very, very soon. It was 961 millibar. We should get a total here. It says, Maximum flight level wind was 123 miles per hour, which was observed 9 nautical miles to the west-northwest from the flight level center at 22:18 Zulu timing. What's P3? It's an Orion aircraft. It's like a C-130. You know, they're propeller-driven aircraft. They're not jet-driven, jet engine-driven. So they have penetrated it, and the C-130 is about to penetrate next. Now, I will tell you, though, Grenada is about to take a direct hit. Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines is about to take nearly a direct hit as well. What do they do with hurricanes? They fly into the middle of them. Fun fact, back around World War II, so you're talking mid-late 40s. It was right after World War II, early 50s. They had a dare. They were drunk. They were playing, I think, poker, and they had a very weird bet that whoever lost at the game of poker had to go out and fly one of the military aircraft into a hurricane, and people thought they were nuts. And they did it. The guy lost, and he did it. And they come back, and they're like, no, it could do it. It did it without issue. So all it took was a drunken pilot to lose a bet to go out and fly one of the Air Force's airplanes into the middle of a hurricane, and that's what formed the new 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Division. Hello, Reese, what's up? That's insane. It's true, though. It is true. It is very, very true. Yeah, so when people talk about hurricane hunters, immediately you're going to think, oh, wait, the hurricane hunters is what was... The Hurricane Hunters was formed because of a drunken poker bet. Barbados, yeah, unfortunately. Iva, thank you for the paper crane. Thank you, thank you. Dan, feel free to get blocked. Well, I can tell you exactly which one's which. I have all their documentation right here. So, let's see here. We have mission number 4, which is Air Force. So, the 306 here. Let me see here. So, it is the 130, the WC-130J. That is going to be Air Force 306. Call sign is 306. And this P3 we have out there is going to be Kermit. So we got Kermit and 306 out there. This one here is Kermit, and then this is 306. And just to prove Dan wrong, nope. That's exactly. And this is straight through the NPR a couple weeks ago. They did a story on it. It was literally because there was a bet made, and he lost the bet. So, and that happened in 1943. So at the end of World War II, that happened. So anyone who wants to try to question my facts, I will always back it up. I will always prove you wrong. Now, the other one behind it's not even really formed yet. The other one is not really formed at all here. She's way back here. The Weather Channel is the worst media company out there, just so you guys know. Weather Channel, they're all about the money. You could have a major tornado on the ground, and they're going to show you reruns of Storm Chasers because that's all they could do. They don't care about the weather at all. They truly don't. Yeah, so this is going to be coming up into Jamaica here very soon, guys. Jamaica is up here. It's going to be coming up. Puerto Rico. They flew out Barbados here, but big thing is Puerto Rico's right there. Hurricane's just to the southeast. Thank you, Wade. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Regina. They will fly in through anything. As you see here, they did that right there. That's where they dropped a lot of the drops nodes was right here. They give no care in the world at all. Never lost an aircraft, never went down, never had an issue. So yeah, we're just waiting here. Probably about next 5-10 minutes, we should have our new updates coming in. We'll see where they are and go from there. I'm gonna actually start to pull up a secondary one as well. Okay, so yeah, we're nowhere 2 and 306. Okay. Into invest in storm. Okay, so that's cyclone. Here we go. Okay, so humidity is starting to die down, so I'm looking at all the real-time data through them. So I can confirm they just went through the eye wall. So the P3 has officially went through the eye wall. They are now in quadrant number 3 here. I'm waiting on the drops nodes here. 43. Okay, here we go. I got the latest sounding here. Okay. So, I'll be back in like 2 minutes, guys. I gotta go around and put some stuff in the freezer here real quick. But, this will update. So I'll be right back. Ah, my apologies for the delay. We have a neighborhood cat that has 6 toes. 6 toes. She got into the studio and I had to, I was like, where are you? So I had to evict the kitty. I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, cat has 6 toes and just walked right on in. Walked right on in. I was like, come back. Oh, man. So, yeah, looking here, looks like we... Okay, so we're waiting on data from latest drops node. That should come on through. Oh yeah, they're coming in. They flew right past each other. Look how close they were. They flew right past each other. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be coming up into the Jamaica area, Dominican Republic. It's gonna come up into this region here where you see the current convection going on. Thank you guys for the follows. Tap that follow button, guys. We're almost at 15,000 likes. Tap that screen. Oh, man. Yeah, St. Vincent up here in the Grenadines, this area, they're about to be knocked on the door with this hurricane here. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, buddy? Is this your job? Yes, it is. This is my job. Oh yeah, if you're leaving Cancun tonight, you're good. If you're leaving Cancun now, you are fine. You nothing to worry about if you're leaving Cancun right now. St. Lucia is gonna, again, those islands are about to get knocked on. Those islands are about to get knocked on. No, Bahamas will be fine, Bree. Bahamas will be fine. The Bahamas are way on up here. This is the Bahamas, right up here off the coast of Miami. You could swim from the Bahamas to Miami if you wanted. In fact, I know a lot of people who take boats from Miami to the Bahamas in like an hour and a half or less. I mean, if you're talking about leaving Jamaica, I mean, in all honesty, Jamaica, I would be out there by the night of the 2nd at the latest. The night of the 2nd zone, like a day and a half, 2 days. Faith, thank you for the tiny dinies.
New flash flood warning issued.
No, this is not going to hit Florida, guys. This is not going to hit Florida. Oh yeah, Cancun. It's heading straight for Cancun. By the 4th or 5th, it's going to be at Cancun. She's going to move quick. She's going to move real quick. I mean, this up here does, yes. I mean, this dust does. Yeah, I mean, you can get slapped by this. These here could bring heavy winds. These could bring torrential downpours. These upper bands, most definitely, yes. Slovakia. What's Slovakia's got to do with this, bud? Oh, that's weird. Okay, hold on. Nine, 5, 6. Looking to see here. Yes, it is going to hit Jamaica. It will hit Jamaica. Yes, it will hit Jamaica. Jamaica is right here. It's right in the path of this. It is right in the path of this, guys. Big thing I want you to understand is it's right in the path. So yes. Exactly, Kurt. Yes. Any effects on the continental U.S. are too far out to tell. And that's what the National Hurricane Center did say. NHC did say, don't worry about the long-term effects up here. You know, day 4 and 5 will come. Right now, we're pretty confident it is going to get to Cancun. When it gets to Cancun, that's where we're going to be able to tell a bit better. Is it going to ride the coastline up into Texas? Is she going to curve into Louisiana? That's what we're really going to see on day 4 and 5 from now. You know, after the 4th. Don't worry about it up to the 4th. Now, you should worry. You should worry if you're in Jamaica from you know, July 2nd through July 4th and 5th. You should worry in Jamaica. 'Cause this is coming straight for Jamaica. If you're in the Windward Islands, tonight is going to practically be the night. You know, you have to get everything completed by tonight for your preparation, or it's too late. That was one thing that came out in earlier advisory. The National Hurricane Center was saying you need to rush to get this completed and done no later than tonight. Tonight is the deadline. So it is what it is what it is, you know. Will not hit the Bahamas, no. And those asking about the Bahamas are right here. It's right off the coast of Florida. If you guys didn't know, the Bahamas are quite literally right here. This is Miami, okay? This is Miami down here, okay? And the Bahamas are right there. You could swim. You could swim right there. Yeah. And when I say Bahamas, I mean, like, this is all the Bahamas, you know? But, you know, overall, it's like right off of Florida. Like Cuba's only 90 miles, technically, from Florida, you know? Yeah, and it's, so what I was showing you was Freeport, West End, and Grand Bahama. It's like right off of there. You could swim from Miami to the Bahamas. It wouldn't be pleasant, but it's also not pleasant to swim from Havana to Key West. It's also not nice, but people do it, you know? But in theory, you know, now I'm curious. Now you got me curious, guys. Thank you for making me curious. Now I'm curious. So, because now I'm curious, from Port Royal to Miami, okay? You are looking at 51 miles, okay? So just so you guys know. So from Miami to there is 51 and a half miles, okay? That is that, okay? Now, from Miami to the actual Bahamas is like 137 miles. And then
New
up
flash
here, if
flood
we were to
warning
go
issued.
from point to point, you know, from West End, the West End Pier, okay, you're at like 64 miles. Like the Bahamas, you could easily do that in a couple hours of a boat, you know? Like you could easily do that. A lot of people don't realize how close the Bahamas is. That's why when people say, oh, I'm going to the Bahamas, you know, like so many people are like, oh my God, you're going to the Bahamas? No, you're going to Florida. You're practically going to Miami is all it is. Now, if you were to tell me you were going to Aruba, now that's different. Now imagine how us Floridians felt with Hurricane Dorian. Yeah, and I mean, so like St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Barbados, it's right in the path. It is right in the path. Guadalupe, St. Kitts, the Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Antigua, Barbuda, you know, even Puerto Rico, like you're gonna be on the broad side of this. Now, when you look at this though, Haiti and Jamaica, this could definitely bring a lot of unexpected weather to them, you know? That's where you gotta really be cautious about, you know? No, Penny. I'm just gonna tell you no. Tuesday. Tuesday night, Jamaica's getting slapped by this hurricane. So no, I would not plan to go to Jamaica on Tuesday. At all. At all. Should not do that. Is it going to hit Barbados? I see a lot of people saying, is it going to hit Barbados? Yes. Yes, it will hit the Barbados area, yes. Cancun, yes. Keith, very unexpected. It's not anticipated in any way, shape, or form. Not a refundable ticket. I'm going to Jamaica. Good. I hope you have a life insurance policy as well. El Mali? No. You got the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy. In fact, I never even covered Hurricane Ian on this channel. So you clearly are on the wrong profile because I never even covered Hurricane Ian. You can go back. I covered Adelia. Okay, I covered Adelia. Yes, you no. So great. Tell me when Ian was that I covered this. Please tell me. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Because just so you know, Hurricane Ian was in 2022, and I didn't have this profile at that time. I didn't have this profile at that time. Yeah, Ian was 2022. I was on my old profile, not covering weather. I did 5M. I did gaming. So you got the wrong person, and I just caught you in a lie, bud. Yeah, I covered Adelia when it came up into Perry, Florida. That's why I was like, yeah, no. Oh my god, I don't know why people want to come in and try to start drama and shit with that. Clearly was not true. Oh my god, people. It's normal for this app, right? Right? Yeah, and even on Ian, like, what? I don't understand some people. No, it will not hit the Bahamas. Will not hit the Bahamas. You are fine. You are fine. Show your credentials. There is no such thing as credentials. There is no such thing as credentials whatsoever. There's no license. There's no registration. There's no nothing. There is no such thing as credentials. It's like asking a journalist, can I see your press pass? Press passes don't exist. So, same thing to you, Dirty, as well. No such thing as credentials whatsoever. There is no government licensing for meteorology. There's no registration. It's like asking a cameraman, hey, can I see your credentials to operate a camera? I don't understand why some people even breathe. The one behind it is it's not going to produce really anything, and that's just because this is so Beryl is taking a ton. Exactly, John. Yeah. I'm a journalist. Anything we do, a member of the yeah, like anyone can claim to be a journalist. Anyone can technically be a journalist. There's no, now you get into like New York and the NYPD issues press passes. That doesn't technically make you a journalist in any way, shape, or form. That just grants you certain access to certain areas. So many people are quick to be like, well, he's not a journalist. He spreads fake news. Anyone can be a journalist. There's no such that's not a protected title. Yeah, exactly, John. James, there's no such thing. James says there is something as providing your trained school to inform social media. There's not. Look at Florida nurses. You can pay off a college just to get a diploma. Doesn't mean you know a lick of anything. And the AMS, the American Meteorological Society, they already cited that you don't need a degree to be called or classified as a meteorologist as long as you have field experience. I've been in the field since 2016 and I have a formal education in meteorology, I am considered a field meteorologist through AMS, and I can use the title meteorologist without a bachelor's degree. It's already been proven. That's exactly what the AMS said. And their definition is anyone who does this professionally, what a typical meteorologist would, or a typical degreed meteorologist would do, can utilize such title. I'm in broadcast, the world of media and broadcast, informing the public on weather with field and formal experience. You're a meteorologist under the AMS. Yeah, I mean, I hear this every single year. I've been in the weather community since 2016. I've heard it all. I've seen it all. It's nothing new to me whatsoever. Nothing new to me whatsoever. Where will this make landfall? That's a great question. It will technically make landfall in Grenada. The Grenada Islands, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it will make landfall there, which is right here. It will make its landfall here. And the issue is, a lot of... Why not ask if you have a TikTok license, right? Exactly, right?
New flash flood warning issued.
Huh. That's Andrews Air Force Base. I do a lot with Cyber Command through DoD, so I keep it on in the background in case it's something I have to jump over to. Some sort of EAM is coming out. It's been more active since this, so they could be preparing for relief efforts, is what it could be down there. EAM, Emergency Action Message. It comes out of Andrews Air Force Base. So deployment orders, bombing runs, missile launches, stuff like that. It goes through Andrews Air Force Base. It's called the HFGCS network, the High Frequency Global Communication System. So There's certain characters I have to listen for to know if it involves me or not. I'll be crashing out if that hurricane decides to turn straight towards Puerto Rico. I very very. Uh, Nick, you obviously don't know what I just said. What's up, Koya? Joey, how you doing, buddy? Are you from Australia, if I recall, or something like that? Yeah, it's looking like you'll get into the Gulf. It's looking like it's is gonna come up. Cancun's right here. This is off the coast of Mexico. It's gonna come up. It's gonna tap Jamaica. It's gonna tap Jamaica. Come on up here and up here into the Gulf. So yeah, it's gonna be up in here. Now, there is that invest system that they are looking at right down here. This tropical system number 3, tropical storm number 3. But this is going to come in through Mexico. It's going to give this enough time here to settle down. I think this one is definitely going to come up into the Gulf. But I don't think it's going to make a due north turn, really. I don't. No, man, I don't see the Keys seeing really much of anything of this. If a band does break off, for example, if this was to break off and move, the Keys may get a little wet, but that would be a stretch as of right now, you know. What was your background? Been doing this since 2016, been out in the field, chased a ton of tornadoes. I've been in meteorology since 2016. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Lacey. I mean, we've already been looking here, most likely over 30 named storms in the Atlantic this year alone, most likely. That is what is expected. Alabama, let's start with an A. Oh, for some reason I thought you were Australia, bud. For some reason I thought you were Australia. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it's very warm. The waters are extremely warm down here. You know, you're looking at over 85 degrees in the water temp, and it's rising up the whole way up here. You know, for all we know, we could see another superstorm Sandy go up to New York this year, and nothing is off the table this year. This could be a very vile year. Put it bluntly, this could be a very, very vile year for when it comes to tropical storms. I'm looking into, we have some live data that comes across on another screen here. You can see me scrolling right behind my headphone. You can see it. And that's what I'm doing is I'm looking here at this. So, Kermit Recon has confirmed a drop note here of 958. I believe someone might have said that a little bit earlier in chat there. Confirming here, though, 958 millibar reading on this. So it's going to be very, very interesting. And then we also have the northeast eye wall. Okay, so I can confirm here, guys. I can confirm in the eye wall, she is at 146 miles per hour at the 952 millibar level. She's at 127 knots. The surface, so at the surface level, she's at 137 miles per hour. This just came in through Kermit. So, we do have that there. And she is definitely flying. We have We have IDs on them as well. So 306, awaiting 306 to cycle back and turn around. Right now, that appeared to be 958 millibar. 958 millibar, I believe, is the pressurization that we had on her through Kermit. Yeah, 958. 958. Yeah. Thank you, better tomorrow. Yeah, 958 millibar is the official reading on the pressurization through Kermit. And as I was saying there, that there includes 127 knots at the 952 level, and at 977, which is the surface, 119 knots here. We're just waiting for their official data to get processed. This is off of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's right there, and then this is coming into Grenada, the Grenada, Barbados, and that area. So this is right off their coastline. Tonight, it's most likely going to make impact here within a few hours. Wood and Nichols, like I said, this thing would not surprise me if she did decide to reach Cat 5 status. Nothing is off the table. Nothing is off the table at all. Yeah, Kaya. Yes, Koya. Yes. What's up, Andrea? How are you? Hello. Yeah, so that would be Category 4 winds, 146, 147 miles per hour. Anything above 155 sustained is a Cat 5. And what you guys are seeing is real-time data through the Hurricane Hunters is what you guys are seeing. Love, rock and roll. On the 8th, I think mostly everything would be gone. Even then, the one behind it, yeah, Jamaica on the 8th, I don't see that posing too much of an issue, if you want my honest opinion. Ooh, new data. Dude, she is looking very, very circular. Look at that. Look at that eye wall. She's very circular. Beryl Kane goes, well, this is awkward, right? Right? I do not see this moving north. I don't see this moving north. You know, I think that we could definitely see this start to ride around it. I definitely do. I think that we could. See, that's cool. I like how we're able to do that. We can actually see how high they are as well. Maybe. There they are. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There we go. We're directly north now. This will be one of the first for me to hit a Herbert box and not hit Florida. I need to research more. There you go, Lacey. Oh, yeah. Ohio is completely destroyed by this hurricane. It's going to make landfall in Cleveland, Ohio. There's going to be thousands of deaths. Thousands of deaths. It's going to be absolutely tragic for Ohio. Category 4. Category 4. It only goes up to a Category 5 level. I'm in Ireland, so we okay. Could the invest push Beryl northeast in a few days, or is it too? It's too far ahead. That invest is way back here, and it's not even defined really. This here is gonna really push and collude with this after this, we're not going to see anything for a couple of weeks, most likely. Probably 2 to 3 weeks before we get another questionable invest, you know? You know, there are people who believe you about Ohio. Good. They need to go outside, buy a ton of plywood, and start putting it up over their windows if they want their house to survive. I can't stand those people. I will lead them on with the biggest rabbit hole lie ever. Just like Hurricane Mary. All of a sudden, you know, it's a hurricane making landfall in a landlocked state. Oh. So, and so for one who sat there. So this is your steering current right now. This is where the hurricane is. Okay, this is where the hurricane is. So that's why we're set on, hey, this is definitely gonna push up into Cancun. You know, we have that high pressure system sitting down here. It's sitting right over. This can move. This will most likely move. We have this giant system up here, which is why it didn't push up into Florida. Okay, and this is why it's kind of like playing bowling with the bumpers up, you know, the side bumpers. Is you got those bumpers right there at Puerto Rico, and you got them down here at like Aruba in South America. She's going to push up in. However, I do think that we're going to start to see these start to collapse inward and guide us up into Cancun, thanks to a bit of that high pressure, which will most likely move over towards that Georgia-Florida line. Which is why it's going to push up in instead of just straight through into, say, Panama, you know? Hope that answered your question about the steering currents there. Correct, yes. I don't, Malik. I actually, was it Allstate? I think it was. I think I knew a disaster response adjuster for Allstate, and she actually just went back and got hired by the National Weather Service a couple weeks ago down in Texas. Pensacola, no. Pensacola's fine. I think Jamaica is going to be... I gotta watch what I say. If this was a private Discord call, I could make a joke, but I'm not going to. I think that Jamaica is definitely going to be kissing the front end of this hurricane in a nice way to say it. Hey, we have a kiss. I just said that. What is his issue with Ohio? You guys don't know how to fucking drive. I'm from Pennsylvania. I live in Pennsylvania. Ohio people don't know how to fucking drive. That's my issue. What the fuck, Tony? What? Bruh, you're getting blocked. That's creepy, dude. That's creepy. Right, Kaya? Right? Oh my god. The amount of trolls in the comments is just absolutely ridiculous, guys. Oh my god, some of these people. See, my thing is this. I'll do my comeback and then you're getting blocked. It's the easiest way. Name is Beryl. B-E-R-Y-L. Beryl. Florida. I can't tell you how much rain Florida's going to get. This ain't going to hit Florida. You know? This is not going to hit Florida. Storm is to the southeast of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. This hurricane here is going to be coming up into Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Barbados. Hurricane's going to start pushing up in here over the next few hours into tonight. Will not hit Houston. You don't need to worry. Will not hit Houston. I really don't see. So, one, she's going to be dying down as she comes in near Cancun. Once she goes over that land, it's going to break up. It's going to break any eye wall that could be left. I really don't see it having enough gumption to re-strengthen in that quick a time. You know, especially with those steering currents there, with that high pressure system that's going to be sitting over there. This is why the National Hurricane Center has told people, don't worry too much about the long term of this. You know, so many people are going to sit there panicking about what's about to happen when we're just waiting. That's pretty much what it comes down to, is we're just waiting to see what all happens. And that too, Kurt, exactly. I mean, that's why, that's why we're saying if this is going to hit a Cat 5 status here, it's going to be pretty much from here to Jamaica. It's going to be this July 1st, possibly overnight into July 2nd, but that's pretty much about it. If she's going to make that run, it's pretty much about it. Oh, yeah. I mean, the Gulf has already been producing some storms. I mean, hence why, we started seeing more development down and around this area. We do see that development down and around this area a lot. Okay. And then the thing like Adelia, like with what happened with Adelia came out from this area here, and she came up in, and she had rapid intensification from here. It made her impact. Up into Florida there, and that was Adelia, and why her rapid intensification was very, very, very dangerous when that did occur. Blood is not the news reporter. No, the news report's on me, bud. Get out of here, dude. You're making me feel better about this hurricane. I'm in Yucatan, but I'm still a little terrified. Well, it's reasonable to be scared. I mean, hell, today we didn't have really a lick of anything outside, and I'm out putting a tower up, and it got real windy. I was like, why is it windy right now? I was like, you wasn't like this 2 hours ago. It was just some strong downdrafts that we've had. Thank you guys. Tap that follow button if you're new here. Tap that follow button here. Tap your follow button. That's cool. I'm looking here, guys. I mean, she's definitely getting strong though. Looking at this, she's definitely getting strong. Also, we may have a rocket blow up tonight. I'll be covering here right after the 11th hour. So about 11 p.m. ish. Japan's going to be doing a rocket launch. Now, for those who didn't know, China was doing a test on their rocket today, and someone accidentally hit the launch button. So the rocket accidentally launched and crashed into a village there in China. So Japan hasn't had the best luck of rockets either. So we're going to be broadcasting that tonight as well. Yeah, I know, an accidental launch, right? Within the next few hours, it's going to hit Grenada, most likely, within the next few hours here, guys. I mean, so Yucatan, you're on the north side. So the good news is, one, it's only projected to be a Category 1 at the time it hits Cancun. Now you're inland in a bit. It's got to jump over all of Cancun on that southern isle there to get to Yucatan. So really, I don't see I don't see any major intense issues. Yeah, you may have some flooding. Yeah, the wind is gonna be stronger than what you're used to, but it's not gonna be like a giant tornado is ripping through your woods. Acting like they accidentally turned a microwave on. Hey, that's what the official report was, is that it accidentally launched. That's what it came up as, is that it accidentally launched. Don't shoot the messenger now, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. I am just providing you the information that happened, or what they claimed happened. Thank you, Edith. Thank you for all of those. Thank you. Seems to be a compact little storm, or is it the way the map is represented? That's what I tell my wife. Sorry, baby, it was an accidental launch. Ha 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 ha. Whoopsies. We had an accidental deployment of a rocket. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, Koya. That was funny. Criminal charges have been filed against Boeing. Sources close to them state that criminal fraud charges are being brought upon Boeing, and they either have to plead guilty by July 7th, or they will have to go immediately to trial. And that is strictly because of the door falling off of the plane. Hello, Cheryl. Cheryl is in here. Hello, hello. Oh, man. At least Cheryl wasn't in here a little bit earlier today. Hello. Oh, my. Oh, Koya. What did you miss? Well, I'm just going to give you one guess. What do you think you missed? And what do you think you missed? What are you looking at? What do you think you missed? The ball is in your court now. Elizabeth, will this hurricane hit Oklahoma? Girl, do you realize Oklahoma is a landlocked state? I'm joking. Okay. I was waiting there. Cheryl is over there, like, looking at this. She's probably like, what did I miss? I missed a hurricane. No, you missed non-consensual penetration from the rear. It's hurricane. It's the hurricane hunters, remember? We're doing a repeat of 2023 over here. I told that story. You were like, can we go one live stream without saying penetration? Am from Jamaica. See, I have to hold in all of my dark humor jokes. I'll get canceled if I don't. Repeat from last year. And jokingly, this is a joke. See, I am the type of guy that when someone says, I'm from Jamaica, and I will go, I would clap back and say, is about to meet Jesus. That's just the type of weather guy that I am. It's supposed to be joking, but so many people are soft nowadays who would take that joke and be like, oh my God! Like, it's a joke. Calm down. Oh. Hurricane stories can be funny for short, right? Oh yeah, astronomy. I personally I wouldn't. It's just gonna be hot, muggy now. Cleaning up from the mess, like you're not gonna be able to enjoy your time down there. In all honesty, you know, like, give it like 2 weeks or so, whatever, you know. It's not a dating app, and you're not cute. Does anyone remember me asking her opinion on if I'm cute or not? Like, does anyone? I'm hearing crickets in my ears right now. I don't think I asked anyone their opinion. Bruh, he only reads subs. You're not a sub, and I just read your comment, bro. Here in Florida, we are getting prepared for hurricane parties. I know. Here's the difference. In Oklahoma, there's tornado parties. Your phone goes off for a tornado. You're like, touchdown! And you start running outside. You got the beer in the hand. You got a shotgun and a flag. And you're like, ah! America! And then Florida, they're like sitting there sipping a martini. And they're just peering out over the coastline. They're like, oh, she's a big one. That's the new code, right? Hurricane parties. Oh, yeah. Oh. Did this bro seriously just say, I'm flying to Dominican on Tuesday? Am I good? Do you have a life insurance policy set up, bro? Like, you know... Like, that would be like me saying, hey, there's going to be an invasion of the Dominican Republic with a bunch of king cobra snakes and black widow spiders from this day to this day. And you're like, is it safe to go? Bro, no. Yeah, this is the one that is what we're looking at to be impacting Jamaica here very soon. Also, we're gonna reboot this here real quick. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll do this. Turn you on, you and you. Yeah, they've been way more active on the GCS network. Yeah, I don't quite get it. What's going on? Oh, that's strong. Something going on with Andrews. I don't know what. Gregan, hello. What's up, bud? So that's what you hear in the background. So that's the military. That's what you hear in the background. We have a directional mag loop that's pointed directly from here down to Andrews Air Force Base. Long Island, yeah, I love Long Island. Long Island is super awesome. Long Island, bro, it's time to eat. Good to finally catch a live with you. Take care. See you, Koya. See you, buddy. Where are you located? Outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, IA. Pennsylvania, IA. Oh. Where is that at? This is Puerto Rico. This is Florida. This is with the steering current. She's gonna come up in. She's gonna be riding the middle here, but I think she's gonna take a northern approach here and really kiss the southern side here of Jamaica. There, I truly do. Hello, Allison. Thank you, Allison. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Oh. My. Do we think golf contact? It will make golf contact, but most likely not as a hurricane. Is there a chance it could? Yes, but most likely not. Most likely not. Guys, tap that follow button if you're new here. We're coming in for another penetration round. We're coming in for another penetration round here, guys. Ooh. Trip planned to Cancun leaving Sunday. Should we cancel? I would not be going, Meg. I would not be going because this is going to be hitting Cancun either the 4th or the 5th. Just so you know, the 4th or the 5th. And we can't guarantee, you know, if you're leaving... When did you say? Leaving Sunday. Today's Sunday. Wait a minute. Hold on. You said leaving Sunday. Clarify which Sunday. If you're talking like July 7th, that's one thing. And we say Cancun there. Layla, we call it Cancun. Next Sunday the 7th. Okay. I think you'd be good then. I think you would be good for that. I don't. We're looking at like the 4th, 5th of it coming to there. The 7th though, you should be good. I mean, looking here, space launch soon. Give me a second. Give me a second. Gulf of Mexico. What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico. So latest model runs here do show that this will impact the morning of the 5th. I will say there is a chance. So if you do leave the 7th, there is a chance that on the 9th there could be that back end storm come through. You know, on like the 9th, but I don't let me look here. So so you'd be good the 7th, most likely the 8th. After the 8th, it may just be very wet. You know, it'd be wet until like the 13th or the 14th. That's going to bring a lot of moisture into the upper atmosphere there. If you're okay with a wet trip, okay. But, I mean, it's a little farther out to call right now. So, I mean, if you want to play it safe, I I would steer away. I just want you to get the most out of your trip, you know, and not be like, well, it's so gloomy out. You know, there's lightning. I don't even want to go swimming out there, you know. Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, hurricane season, like, I personally will be going down to Florida for hurricane season, you know, September, October. Why? Because I know what to anticipate. I am going down there to see storms. I'm not going down to have a nice dry vacation, for example, you know? Matter to fall. Yeah, I mean, so the one showing behind, that's what I was talking about. So, while, yes, this is a hurricane, this thing is just going to be a giant rainmaker. This thing is going to bring a lot of rain, and it's going to linger. That's what I'm talking about. That's one thing that I'm talking about. Where are you at right now? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We broadcast live out Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, IA. You know, question, chance of Louisiana getting Beryl. Some models have shown that there could be a chance it does twist up to the north. It's not, there's no confidence in that model. I'm just going to tell you now, there's no confidence in that model. I'll show you here. So the latest models out of Beryl here, okay? Latest model run. Everything shows us coming straight in to just south of Cancun here, but with the width of it, it's going to hit Cancun. Come in through, and then, you know, we're seeing that. See how there's a little bit of an alcove right there at Brownsville, Texas? It's possible that it does just hit there and stays down in southern Texas. Nothing like a couple nights ago, it showed that this could turn up in. We're losing that confidence, as I was saying. We're losing that confidence. Now, take this very, very lightly. And when I say very lightly, I mean very fucking lightly, okay? But this is what people were sharing. It's like, oh my God, it's coming up to Louisiana. No, stop. Stop it. Stop. They're called spaghetti models for a reason. Because they go every which way, okay? The greatest confidence is she hits Cancun and turns to the west still. That is it. That is all you need to know. That is it. So when you say no danger in Puerto Rico, the eye wall is not going to hit Puerto Rico. It's not going to be in any of the major outbound winds. Will you get some storms out of this? Yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get some of these bands that come through and they're gonna dump rain on you, but it's nothing to be worried about, you know? Well, I mean, for example, the global and hurricane models of that, the GFS ensembles, really shows that it goes into the pocket on the west of the Gulf. You know, that Gulf pocket there. Now, what I showed you there, the GEPS, the grouping still majority shows that it's going to the west. I really see that if this is going to impact anything, it's going to be a tropical depression, most likely in the Brownsville, area of Texas, where SpaceX is. We don't have any confidence of it going more north, primarily because of the way that the currents are going. We got two high pressure systems that's really pushing this down to the south. That's why she's gaining speed. She's bouncing off of that high pressure system, and it's just, think about a car. Think about NASCAR. NASCAR, when that driver slammed his car into that wall and he rode it full throttle around there and he won. Think about that, or he almost won, whatever the case was. Think of that guardrail, that guardrail, that guide rail was quite literally the high pressure system, and it's just boom straight through. It's exactly what this thing's doing. She's riding the high pressure system, which is why it's like, oh, okay, cool. I know right where I'm going. I really don't see any issues with the one behind it here. It's really not going to, while it may form a bit, it's not going to be nearly like how Beryl is right now. This here will most likely stay as a tropical storm. May reach Cat 1, you know, but we're not seeing this really gather itself, which is a good thing. You know, this is taking a lot of that energy out. No, Meg, I do not see this turning by Florida whatsoever. Like I said, we have 2 high-pressure systems that's really pushing us through. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean? So this just popped up. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is a destructive storm. Okay, so showing you guys here. This is right past Washington D.C. Okay, this is just south of Washington D.C. Okay, I want you guys to see this. It's this storm here. Okay, look at this. This is an extremely dangerous situation with tornado-like wind speeds expected. Mobile homes and high-profile vehicles are especially susceptible to winds of this magnitude and may be overturned. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This storm has the potential to cause serious injury and significant property damage. This is a potentially deadly storm. Seek shelter in an interior room on the lowest floor of a well-built structure. Abandon vehicles in search of a more substantial permanent structure. Leave your vehicle on the side of the road if you need to. Large hail, damaging winds, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are occurring with this storm. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that has practically a PDS tag on it. This is outside of Washington, D.C. right now. This is outside of Washington, D.C. It quite literally says that this is a potentially deadly storm. I've never seen a severe thunderstorm warning this very, you know, this very vocal. It's insane. I've never seen a EAS warning get issued for something like this out of Sterling, Virginia. That is insane. That is insane. I wonder what the velocity looks like. It doesn't even look that bad. Like, it doesn't even look that bad. That's insane, guys. I ain't ever seen a PDS issuance for well, it's not even a PDS, it's an EDS. So this isn't a potentially dangerous situation. This is an extremely dangerous situation. This is worse than a tornado warning. This is worse than even the level 2 tornado warnings of a PDS, which is a confirmed tornado on the ground, a large tornado on the ground that is a potentially dangerous situation. This is an extremely dangerous situation outside of Washington, D.C. right now. This is just to the southeast of Washington, D.C. here. I've never seen a warning like this before. Never seen a warning like this whatsoever before. That's insane. Well, no, Ryan. No, Ryan. This is not a tornado. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. That's the difference. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that they are calling a potentially deadly storm. And it's a thunderstorm warning. You know, we see, so if a tornado starts to grow, we will put a PDS tag on it. We will say this is a potentially dangerous situation, and then come to tornado emergencies, which are very rare. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. No, they don't, Ryan. I'm banning you because you're giving false information. They don't. I'm a meteorologist. They do not just issue these like you claim. Get blocked, bud. Oh my God. This dude. This dude seriously thinks he's a know-it-all because he lives in the Midwest. It's definitely not the case. Get blocked, bud. This is just southeast of Washington, D.C. This is southeast of Washington, D.C. Yeah, like, I'm a meteorologist. I would know if those are typical warnings. Oh, by the way, just telling you guys, by the way, I'm issuing my own warnings from now on. I've lost all confidence in the National Weather Service. I feel they should be defunded. They do a very terrible job. Very, very terrible job. And fuck the National Weather Service. So I issue my own tornado warnings now whenever I do my live streams, just so you guys know. And there's pending litigation against the National Weather Service as well, just so you know. I'm done with them. I'm already in the process of filing my suit against them. They decided that they were going to retaliate against me being a member of the media. They revoked my access to NWS chat because I spoke out about them dropping the ball on a potentially deadly tornado in Nebraska. And so they retaliated and revoked my access that had nothing to do with my freedom of speech comments. So litigation is going to be pending against NOAA and the National Weather Service. What's up, Kate? What's up? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I ain't ever seen anything like that before. Oh, Bong Apple, thank you. I appreciate it, bud. This is the southeast of Washington, D.C. Southeast of Washington, D.C. That's insane. I've never seen a tag that had that, or wording or verbiage whatsoever. Dang. Yeah, that's insane there, Kate. I had no idea that was like, wow. Yeah, and I mean, this thing definitely could have the chance to rotate. I mean, when you look at something like this here, you know, I would have some concern here. She is starting to bow out back here. So we may potentially see it, as Kate had said here. We may see a water spout. If we start to see this start to turn up here, we may see a water spout over the bay. Very, very, very plausible. You're going to Cancun on Thursday. I mean, Thursday, Friday is when this is coming. So, I mean, Cancun, Thursday, Friday. You sure you don't want to come to the United States? Check out New York. Go to LaGuardia or JFK. Really see the city. Just my opinion, bud. Will Northwestern get bad weather? When you say Northwestern, what do you mean there, sweet lady? Hey, I see my house from here. Hey, Eric, what's up? It's on IEM bot, Devel. I guarantee you it's on IEM bot. Come to Comfort Cleveland. What camera do I use? A Blackmagic Studio camera. It's a 4K Pro G2. Blackmagic, super awesome. And I got a nice 1.4 Sigma lens on it. I did an update there, Tanya. I did an update 2 videos ago. Feel free to go watch it. I did it right before I went live. It is not hitting the panhandle of Florida, Joey. So, cutting back on over here, I'm going to pull some recon data as well. I don't know why it's not updating on screen here, but we did have a couple more drops done here. It's looking promising for sure. This is definitely looking promising for sure. Yeah, that eyewall here. I mean, so this was out of 306. 306, we're getting about 115 knot winds. About 115 knot winds on that one. Kermit had 127 knot winds, so it's definitely starting to give a spread of data, you know. So, okay, so 306 had a 960 reading. Piggy, or I'm sorry, not Miss Piggy, Kermit, we're gonna see what the new reading shows, but I mean, we can see here that eye wall. She's starting to get real tight there, or was. Yeah, she's starting to collapse in. So, I was talking to Matt earlier there, Kate. I agree with what he was saying. It thinks that we may start to see the eye wall collapse in here, with a chance to re-strengthen here overnight. So if we start to see over the next few scans here, this definitely starts to collapse in. I think that we could see this either try to re-strengthen in the quick time it has. It could definitely re-strengthen. This is one that we're gonna have to play by ear, though. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to play by ear. Yeah, eye wall replacement. Yeah, ERC. Um, that's definitely what we're looking at as a chance. No, Dean. No. Yeah, Mike. I've been doing this since 2016. Yeah. No, this is not going to impact Florida. Okay, cat 7. So we lose the cat 6 girl and we pick up the cat 7 guy. Nice. Cool. I'm okay with that. Joking. Joking. This is a banger, guys. This is a banger. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty confident that this is definitely going to come on up. We have that high pressure system that's going to be sitting north of Puerto Rico. We also have a high pressure system that's sitting down into the Gulf as well. With those steering currents, it's definitely going to be pushing it to the west, with a hit of northward. So it's going to miss. It's going to miss Puerto Rico here. But I definitely think that we could see this kiss the south side of Jamaica here. Has the chance to potentially cover all of Jamaica here. It really depends on what happens with this eye wall replacement cycle, this ERC, as she continues to go off here. You know, I think that we're going to start to see this get very wobbly, collapse in on itself, and I think that once it gets over the islands here, we may see the replacement begin, which will definitely strengthen her back up to, you know, high-end Cat 3, low-end Cat 4, potentially even grow into a Cat 5 if it is able to sustain itself. The big question is, will it be able to sustain itself? That's the true question at the end of the day. Going to demolish Granada? Well, I hope not. I hope not. So you're talking about Invest 96, which would be this right here. So this specifically. So the thing is, we have a thing called steering currents. Think of way that like the oceans move mixed with the pressurization. I'll show you guys what we were just looking at here. So, oh Jesus, that's insane, Kate. That's insane. Okay, so Invest is right around here. I think it's there we go. So invest is down here where the orange is basically on the bottom right. Okay. Everything's pushing this up and in. Now, what we're going to see is we're going to start to see that this high pressure is going to start to droop back down and open up here. What that's going to do is that's going to really push this and cut off its ability to go north, okay? This is going to take that same path that Beryl's taking right now. What we're going to see most likely is there's a system down here on the bottom left as well, which could potentially help this push up into the Cancun region. As that pushes up into the Cancun region, that high pressure system is going to be sitting over the panhandle of Florida and the majority of the Gulf, which is why we're thinking this could come up into the Mexico and Texas border. Kurt, if you agree with that, I mean that's my synopsis on the situation as to what we may see and why. I mean, it's not something that we typically see of back-to-back systems, which is why this is feeding and taking the majority of all of that energy, all that warm water, and why this is just going to produce a lot of rain. It's not going to really be producing a major hurricane like we had here. Oh God. Alex Libby. What did this Alex Libby have to say? What? Oh, he's one of those. You need a degree. Oh, he's gonna get blocked. You need a degree. Go enjoy making your $16 an hour with a bachelor's degree you're gonna be paying for the next 20 years, bud. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Like, you will find, I know a lot of meteorologists on TV who don't have a bachelor's degree, because news stations can't afford these people who want $40 an hour because they went and wasted a shit ton of money on a bachelor's degree, Like, it makes no sense. Oh, really, you boy? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Bruh. This Alex Libby. Hold on. The fucking look on his face. Hold on. Dude, this guy's look on his face. Guy's look on his face. Oh, he's from Arkansas. This bro is from Arkansas. Okay, this Alex Libby is from Arkansas. Arkansas. Bruh. The boy doesn't see shit in Arkansas. Just saying that, but this guy. Hold on. Y'all gotta see this. Y'all gotta see this. This is the guy coming in here who's like, you need a degree. Bruh. Hold on. I'm pulling his username because y'all gotta see this. Bro just changed his profile picture. Dude, the bro just changed his profile picture. The bro changed his profile picture. Okay, so this was his profile picture, guys. Look at him. That was his profile picture, okay? That was his profile picture. He was like, like he looked like a zombie. He was like, He just changed his profile picture to this. He just changed his profile picture to this. Are you serious? Bruh. Yeah, like Frankenstein here, dude. Look at that. He's like Frankenstein looking. Who dresses like that on TV? Who dresses like that on TV? Like, really? That's a face. Not green screen news, right? Where's your degree? Where's your degree? Like that. Look at him. Like, look. Like, do you know who he looks like? Do y'all know who he looks like? Hold on. Yo. Does he not remind you of Koberger? Does he not remind you of Brian Koberger? He looks just like Brian Koberger, does he not? Bruh, get the fuck out of my life. Dude. He does. Are you a weatherman or a judge? Neither. I am God. Like, honestly, though. Honestly. Poor guy. No. Don't say poor guy. Do not say poor guy. If you don't know anything in the weather community, when someone starts bringing up, well, I have a degree and you don't, it becomes a dick measuring contest, and they get all their cronies who spend $120,000 on a bachelor's degree to try to come over and harass you. Don't say, oh, poor guy. No, don't say that. If you don't know the weather community, keep your comments to yourself. Weather community is the most toxic thing you will ever meet. Yeah, no. Yeah. They get their cronies. They get their cronies, and it becomes a dick measuring contest. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, weather, the drama? WX Twitter. Weather Twitter. That's all I'm going to say. If you just Google WX Twitter, you'll see for the past decade, we've all been at each other's throats. Yeah, Deja, they do. Kate, obviously you haven't been here that long then to realize what's going on. No, it's worse than the truck scene, guys. It's worse than the squat scene. Way worse. Way worse. Just Google WX Twitter. Google WX Twitter and you will find out. If you have a Twitter account, what are people wasting a degree in weather for? Do they need that much help? Right? Right, Kicks? The thing is this. They willingly go out and spend that money on a degree, and then they complain how they don't make any money to pay off that degree. It's insane. I've met Reed. Yeah, so my team went the whole way out to Indiana, and we actually met up with them in their rental car with our rental car, and we got a pretty nice warned storm. He was on. You could hear him. He's like, Austin, roll the window down. There's a tornado warning. Dude's cool. Dude is super cool. He's chill. He's just like, Austin, roll the window down. There's a tornado warning. Thank you, Kicks. Florida's fine. I don't know who. I don't know who started the whole, oh my God, Florida is about to get hit, because I've seen that a lot. Have you ever met Ryan Hall? No, and I'm not a fan with him. He's doing some weird tax fraud shit. I won't get into it, but I think we all know that he's doing some weird tax fraud shit when it comes to that channel. And all I will say is he'll come on at the end of the day, say, we raised $178,000 with super chats. No, you didn't. You didn't raise that. That money's not going to them. Why? Because YouTube takes 55% of those super chats. Plus, also, he's using that money for monetary gain as well, under the nonprofit tax write-off. So if you do some math and some digging, it's not hard to find out what's going on with that. But that's neither here nor there. Professor Nixie, who's that? Who is that? We're waiting on the latest drop snow, guys. Professor Nixie. I wonder who that is. An hour and 49 minutes until launch, guys, of the Japan rocket. Professor Nixie. Huh. I'm looking here. Professor Nixie. Oh, he's the old guy. He's the old guy, isn't he? Yeah, astronomy talk. The drop so node. I just want to do that. That'll just piss you off, bud. I just like doing that just to tick you. It's getting under my skin. Oh my god. He's like, oh my god. It's amazing. Oh my god, I just want to do that just to... Why do hurricanes not cross the equator? It's just like water goes this way and then water goes that way. You know, you don't really see anticyclonics here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gulf temperatures, they are ranging between 83 and 85 degrees, like high 85 degrees, almost 86 degrees as of right now. As of right now. It could, Isaiah. It definitely could. Oh, by the way, guys, I did have a screenshot here of our lovely friend here. Our lovely friend. I saved a screenshot of him. I saved a screenshot of him. And just to prove it, if you're watching, Alex. Should make that my new profile picture, buddy. I should make that my new profile picture on you, buddy. Broski. South of Calgary. Y'all got some wacky warnings that happen up there. Like, seriously, y'all get some weird shit that happens up there. Like your velocity scans, like this would be like, oh, why are you issuing a tornado warning for that? You know? Y'all get some weird stuff going on up there. He said no. That shit crazy. What are you doing, aircraft? Yeah, they have some big ones up there. Like big white funnels come down. Beautiful. Beautiful. Some of them look AI generated, you know? Oh my. I'm putting out a notification here as well. Okay. So when you're saying about like storm surge predictions, you know, the National Hurricane Center does a good job for the coastal. It's a little bit harder for storm surge down here. We take pretty much like a best guess almost. Now, when you're looking at like the islands specifically, the windward islands here, um, it's a bit it's a little bit harder to fully tell here. I mean, we do have a tornado, a hurricane warning out for those here right now. You know, and we can see through this here that there is a chance coming into the Grenadines. It could be 8 to 12 inches of rainfall, so up to a foot of rain. We don't have that good of like storm surge predictions for that area. Ahead, just fine. I think Cancun is definitely going to get a little surprise here. While they are used to the formation of storms, if this thing was to hold out, I mean, they are anticipating this to hit as a category 1, possibly a little bit of a stronger category 1 as it comes into Cancun. It really depends what happens once it hits into Jamaica. You know, we're thinking that it's going to die down right before it hits Jamaica, but that could always change. That could definitely always change. And we're just waiting on some new soundings here, guys, is what it is. We're just kind of waiting for some new soundings to come on in and give us a little bit of a better idea as to what we can all expect. That's pretty much what we're just doing right now. Chance. That's funny, buddy. That's a little funny. Just fine. I mean, the winds are definitely still strong there. Looking at that eye again here. We're definitely going to see this collapse, I believe. I really think that we are. Priscilla, what's up? Possible. South Texas, possible. It's a little too early to call, though. A little too early to call. Yeah, so I mean, we're just gonna have to see here. We're gonna have to see, guys. But guys, I'm gonna take a break here. We'll let the data come on in. I will be getting ready to go live here for that rocket launch out of Japan. Good chance it'll blow up. So if you want some action, it'll be around 11 p.m. Eastern time. 8 p.m. Pacific time. So about an hour and a half. So I will see you all here very, very soon.